Hello. Hi. Welcome to 54 degrees, March 4th, 3:41 a.m. That's funny. Morning. Hello.
Squad 164 injury, 4-7 Seville. Investigate 15, disregard, show you now. Entry 731 plus 180 seconds. 11 Seville. 117, Squad 33, just Spain, 4010, East WI, Boston 40th Street.
So there's a decent fire going right now. It's actually been going for about an hour. I had a dude at a story right around the corner from it because of lack of communication. I didn't realize he left the car crash and did not go to the fire. I just assumed. That's what I get for assuming. I assumed he was just going to go to the fire since they were blocks away from each other and be able to package it, most likely like the competition did. But no, he's at home. So I'm going to go check it out. I'm probably not going to feed it, but I am going to check it out. And if I don't see any competition, I might do something with it. But due to the timing, this is a helicopter type of story or a map type story, or if a stringer's already been there type story. It's not a breaking news story thing for me. But for anybody who is on a team of 2 or more, or even 1 or more, communication's key. It really is. If I would have known he was going 10-7 en route 1019, I would have went there a long time ago. And now I'm going late to the story, and I hate going late to the story. I'd rather not go than go late. What's up, Olin?
1036, 1065, Wikipedia Boulevard, unit 314, control it.
Looks like you've been enjoying your off time, Olin. When you're not at the office, it looks like you're enjoying nature. I get a little jealous sometimes. I know, Olin, I used to tell people I work at night so I can be a loser all day. Like when you're done working, like for you, it's a little different because you're not done by the time the sun comes up, but you're done by the time most people are just getting going. And it's really cool when you're done with your day before most people even started theirs. I know my neighbors that don't know what I do for a living because maybe they don't see the car all the time or they haven't talked to me or I'm kind of a private person. I'm sure there's a few neighbors that see me all day and wondering like, what's this loser do? See him going in and out with a golf bag, fishing poles. I never see him go to work. Like, what's this loser do? Oh, I didn't think about that one, Olin. I didn't think that that's what they would think. I don't know what they think. I'm sure most of my neighbors have seen my car. And it doesn't look like a drug dealer car. It looks quite the opposite, as a matter of fact. News dealer, I like that.
Yeah, Noah 9, when you're ready, I'm going to rotate left 15 feet or so. Go ahead and guide the truck, and then back to your current location. 15 feet left, and then back to your current location.
So this fire is directly next to the freeway, and the dispatcher told the incident command, said, yes, the public has been keeping us notified of the progress, meaning they're getting a lot of 911 calls on this, and they still continue to get it. News here. Get your news here. So let's go see how freeway affected this thing's gonna be. Where is the incident anyways? I think it's southbound and I'm going northbound, which does make a difference, but we should be seeing it any second here. It's right in this. This is the East LA interchange, so it's right here somewhere.
About another 5 feet to the left.
I don't see any loom ups, but a crash just came out. Let's go see what that's about.
Perfect.
Crash came out. It's not too far from us. So that's a solo vehicle into a pole. Party heard from her home. Can see that someone just got out of the vehicle. All right, not a big deal. So now, do I see it? Oh, I see it. It's right there to the left. It's not a big deal. I see her. I see her. Oh, yeah, you can tell they've been there for a while. Ladder trucks are already up. There's an accident on the freeway not too far in front of us, and there's also there's like 3 accidents that just came out. 2 of them aren't too far from us, but it depends on what they are. That's one of them. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been sick. I've been sick the past few days, and obviously it's probably just the cold or the flu, not the other thing. And the other thing's kind of funny because what's funny is there is a cure for the cold and the flu. You get a flu shot. There's no cure for the virus, but if they came out with one, I bet you everybody will go get a shot. And the flu has killed more people this year than that virus has. But yet, nobody reports on that, do they? Do they? Right? You guys know that? More people have died from the flu this year than drinking a coronavirus. I don't think I want to go to that thing, and this isn't the way I'm going to get to it, so I'm going to go off of it over here.
That left side is looking real good. Break 225.
Now, there's cause for concern.
Here to man the hand line.
I don't think there's no need to quite panic yet. And then the price gougers, people have been price gouging on hand sanitizer and disinfectant and stuff. That's rude. That's not very nice at all. I don't know about propaganda. There's a lot of truth to the coronavirus. Propaganda. Not so much.
From your perspective, should we rotate your bed?
Let's go see what we're working with here.
Subject is returning clear of any wants warrant, same name, DLNCOB, with a middle name on your subject of address 3322 Bellini Way in Palm. Over Brown 54200, class is valid, must work corrective message. Your subject is also clear as given. What April Main Street, Louisiana. How much for Main? Brown 61145, class on commercial.
It's 1 Squad 3, diabetic. 1030 North DeGarmo Drive, across Rowan Avenue.
Honda 266 Academy at the handle 415.
87 to Forest Station 17050.
The call breaking things that are doing with family. No weapons seen.
28, 128, 128. Your call was placed in Gramercy. Were you able to locate the suspect?
Oh, I won't lie. I love that smell. It smells like a bonfire.
Yeah, it's so done. It's looking real good. We'll continue to maintain that for a bit and see how we do here. 21 negative. 6 o'clock, 28 electric reaction, 10511 Mills Avenue, across the Pressure Road.
All right, so get this. Jay, that's like old. Nobody does that anymore. Well, I guess the new style of that would be Adderall. So, yeah, I'm guessing. Probably what are we at here? 59. About a 30 euro on Adderall. I'm on bang. But anyways, so Michaela, her birthday is tomorrow or today, depending on where you live, but it's tomorrow where I live. And one of the things she wanted was she's very into cosplay, so she wanted a this outfit. So I ordered the outfit. It got here, and when I ordered it, I should have sent it directly to her, but I wanted to wrap it first. So I took it out of the packaging, and then it was in another packaging. And that packaging, I couldn't understand what it said, but I knew what it said, but I didn't know what it said. Basically, I figured out where it was from. I didn't open it. I wrapped it, and then I sent it. So now, we kind of have to tell, not her, got to tell her dad and her stepmom, when you get that package, be careful how you open it. It's from China. So, I'm not scared of anybody getting stuff, but they said take precautions. One of the precautions was be careful when you open things from out of country. I have a friend who works at a golf course. That golf course is very, very Asian heavy, Asian friendly. I told him, I go, dude, they have money. They travel in and out of places. You need to be careful while you're working. You're transferring money with people. You're doing, obviously it's spread to other places, but that's where it started from, and that's where our main warnings have been coming from. So it's like, hey man, you need to be really careful when you're working there. And anyways, I've been sick, so I've been doing a lot of crap about it. Do I have hashtag Corona? I doubt it. Do I care? No. Am I here? Yes. Did I survive it? I don't know, because I don't even know if I had it. But anyways, I had the flu or the cold or whatever. I have whatever it is when you cough and you can taste it. When the phlegm comes up and it doesn't taste like what you just ate, and it tastes like some sort of chemical that your body did not know or existed, then you know you're sick. So I've been kind of quarantining myself for the most part. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
On 21st, tampering with a black badge Charger. Suspect 1. Wearing dark clothing. Number 2 is sitting inside a white Nissan Altima. Code sensitive 497.
I don't know, right? It tastes like sick. Whatever sick tastes like. You know when you cough something up and it doesn't taste like whatever it is you just ate. It tastes like sick. I don't know. It's hard to explain sick. Anything else I can explain what it tastes like because it tastes like something. Sick doesn't quite taste like something. All right, so what are we doing here? Gunk. There you go. It tastes like gunk. Yeah, Oblivion. I saw that. Are you New Zealand? You're New Zealand, right? Yeah. I saw Australia found one case, and then the media reported all the shelves empty. Definitely be prepared, but don't need to panic. And if you've been drinking, if you're here in America, and you've been drinking tap water, you'll be fine. If you're in America and you let your kids play in the dirt, or you're a kid from the 70s and 80s and you went outside, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's those kids that don't go outside and those adults that don't go outside. It has everything to do with your immune system. And how do I know this? Oh, because I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor of what the heck are you talking about? Use the detour. Don't tell me what to do. Ruthless. My grandma, that was the go-to, man. That was the go-to. And my grandma, my Mexican grandma, that was the go-to. Vicks. Matter of fact, was it Bronson or Dade? Bronson. Bronson got a little congested not too long ago, and I grabbed the Vicks rub and threw it on his chest, a little right above his lip. Dude, I remember my grandma did that to me all the time, and I also remember it working. Like, I remember being able to breathe. Like, it works. It works. If you rode in the back of the truck, you'd be back and survived. As long as the truck doesn't crash. If the truck crashes, hey, I'm being told what to do. Didn't I just tell you not to tell me what to do? If the truck crashes, probably not a good thing. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I used to ride in the back of my dad's truck all the time, but you also got to remember, my dad's a professional driver. Hello, first responder. Yeah, Jesse, that it's at 35% right now. Corona sales have gone down 35% since the virus showed up because people are stupid. Weirdo.
9004.
Oh yeah, Alex. My dad took a Took a road trip across the country back in the 80s. I didn't go, but my brother, my sister, my other sister did, and they rode in the back of his little VW truck all the way to Arkansas. I used to ride in the back of the pickup truck all the time. I'll let the boys ride in the back, like if I'm fishing or we're out somewhere in the desert and we just have to go one spot real quick. I'll let them ride in the back. It's fun. It's what kids supposed to do. Midwest, it was a he loved that little truck. It was a diesel engine, VW diesel engine. It was little. My dad was a big guy too. For a big guy to be in that little truck was always funny to me. But it got him everywhere he needed to go. If you drink straight from a garden hose as a kid, you'll be fine. Absolutely, Ruthless. That's what I'm saying.
Killer truck. Are you seeing any active flame from your vantage? That's a negative, Tom. That looks pretty good from up here. Roger that. Give me a couple more minutes, and then we're going to see about headlines from down below.
All right, well, now what do we want to talk about? Good morning, St. Louis, Missouri.
60507 radio.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Hold that unit, cancel the 415, flight 117 North Matthews, cancel SPR. Incident 050.
No, Tiller. Anyone know what the Tiller is?
Cafe.
13th over North Island Sunset.
So there's fire engines and there's fire trucks.
45, no further.
A lot of people will see a fire engine and call it a fire truck, and that's fine. But there's a fire engine and a fire truck. The difference is one's smaller, one's larger. So the larger one has the big ladder on top of it. They call it a ladder truck. All fire engines have ladders that you pull out, but the fire truck has the actual sides that come out and the ladder goes up. So the back of that, there's a guy who's steering that. That's called the tillerman. He is steering the back of that truck. Thank you, 46. Will you please explain a little better? As I was saying it, I was like, I bet you there's going to be somebody on here who knows the correct termination, and of course, it's you. So, yeah, as you can tell, 46, I've been doing, I mean, as you know, I've been doing this for 20 years, but you can tell that I don't care about that kind of stuff. There are some guys that, dude, that's all, like, what a quint is, what a task force is, what all that is, like, you know, I just know the more units they call, the bigger the story it is for me. And yeah, I know some basic knowledge and what it is, but the aerial ladder, yeah, that thing. I just saw an aerial ladder. You guys are using one right now down the street. But yeah, it's a Tillerman cab. Yeah. It's basically the guy who drives the back. So most people that do this job, they know all that stuff, all that scanner stuff, and they learn the camera second. They know all this information, and then they try to start to do this job and then learn the camera. I knew the camera first and then tried to learn all this information, and then found out that all this information is basically useless. There's some real diehard fire buffs. Recently knows the back thing. Yeah, see, it's like knowing all that stuff doesn't. You just learn it along the way, but it doesn't make a difference in how you do your job. It doesn't, like, knowing a quint or a task force. The more units they call, you should probably go.
Adam, have 3-car TA. Awesome.
Making his way out on business.
Agent 40, cancel, discontinue. Flight Force 1, I copy, southbound 110, just north of Academy Road. Alright, we're going to go for a shutdown on the ladder 5. 1987 Mission Station. Take a look at it, push around. Mission Station,
Right, Ruthless? You're absolutely right. All the action's already happened. There's a car that flew off the freeway and landed on 4th Street. And the fact that the car is what it was, the driver, I believe, survived. Did you guys see that Jeep Wrangler that flew off the parking structure? Jeep Wranglers are made pretty strong. This SUV that flew off, it was made pretty strong. So this guy flew off the freeway. And survived. I think. I don't know.
Sediments 127 on Nichols Ray, the 415 family.
But yeah, they survived. But they flew up from up there. Flew up from up there. And he really needs to use a tripod. That looks tripoded. Oh, hey, there it is.
1 George 1, Zebra Henry 5, 7 Boy 1, 8 Frank 1, 6 7 4. 8.
Hey, skirt shot. None of that. What the heck, man? I didn't realize that was happening. Oops. Oops. Oops-a-daisy.
They're taking this one into custody. I'll take a better look up here. See, it looks like.
Oh, red energy, settle down. Just settle down. We'll see. Check back April 4th. Yeah, 46. That was 110 at 4th Street.
487 returns.
110 at 4th Street.
2008 Chevrolet 4-door. Corresponding license plate 6 Nora Mary.
What's going on in Hollywood? Probably something that's up to no good. Probably nothing good. I'm guessing at 4:10 in the morning.
If we can, around the other side of the trailer, or bring the initial line over to where my location is. It's going to be the far right.
All right. Let's go. Let's do.
Move the line over to the right.
Yeah, 46. You're talking about 110 at 3rd Street. That was a pretty gnarly one. Still getting a lot of views and a lot of comments on that. Armchair firefighters. Armchair public.
Killer 9. You see my vantage point right here?
What's up, Casey?
Anything beyond me? That's a negative, Cap. Most smoldering is coming from the left side over close to where the guys on the hose line are. Copy that.
Possible trespass suspects in the area 1210 Eldora, please.
Comfortable breaking down the ladder pipe.
And the suspect to the front of the location. Information suspect.
Told ya. The good news is, hold on, I gotta get rid of something. Well, Paul, that's something we've been talking about. The good news is it doesn't have any taste to it anymore. It does not taste like sick. Now it's just regular old phlegm. So I've taken some mutamessel, whatever that stuff is. Muta something, the stuff that breaks up the crap. I've done my best not to drink any milk, and I love milk. I've started to drink a lot of water and a lot of juice. But yeah, that right now did not have that distinctive sick taste. So oh man, damn, you nasty. Paul, I don't know if it's nasty or if it's real. What I'm doing right now, everybody does. I'm just not scared to, hit record while I'm doing it because,
The handline's going to come back to the
people like me kind of have a problem.
That should get it.
No filter. That's the problem. There, yeah. Mucinex. So I took drink Vicks. I took Mucinex, and Mucinex seemed to work. And like I said, now today's the first day in probably like 4 days where it doesn't taste like something, and I actually have energy. Like I was laying in bed and I put my hands up and like I couldn't even I would squeeze a fist and there's zero strength in there. Like I didn't have any energy, any strength. Nothing. I barely still have any now, but I know that I'm not sick as I was due to the fact that I don't have a headache right now. I had a headache for like 3 days. I don't have a gnarly headache. My cough doesn't have the taste. It has stuff behind it for sure, as you guys just saw and heard, but it does not have the taste, which tells me I'm getting better. And Paul, we talked about this before. More people have died from the flu this year than they have from the coronavirus, but you probably don't know that because the media hasn't told you that. Also, the coronavirus, hold on.
So great, requesting additional units for building search 824 Flint Avenue.
All right, sorry, I'm back. Enough about that. What color is it? Oh, of course, it was, we're getting back to it. It's white. All white. No green or yellow in her now. No green or yellow. Drink some Bang, right? Yeah, yucky. So I've been aight. And most people a lot of people have got the corona and just didn't know it. Just survived it and moved on. Who has the fire going on? I think it's Nines, and it's about an hour and a half old now, and it's just a junkyard fire, mulch, cars, things like that. No active flames right now. It's Soto and 7th for the most part, right at the East LA interchange. It took place right after the 110 Mercedes crash came out. That fire came out. Yeah, it looks like they're taking down the ladder pipes or the aerial ladder, and they're gonna go in with hand crews is what it sounds like. Can't say what it looks like because I'm not there, but it sounds like. And because I've been sick, I've done my duty as a citizen to not go out in public and get other people sick. So I've stayed in my house, done a lot of computer work, rearranged my bedroom, cleaned my bedroom, rearranged my bedroom. Now I have a dirty hallway. And I didn't finish that because, well, I'd do so much and then energy level gone. And then I would be done for 10 hours. Then wake up and then do some more. I don't think so, Matt. I don't think so. Oh, definitely not. That was like last week, Matt. No, I wasn't. When you said plants, I thought maybe you're talking shrubbery kind of plants, bushes, but no, I haven't. I was not on that.
Yes. 1849 West Florence.
First responder, yeah, I can see that happening. And it's funny because I've told you guys from the get-go, I'll never go on a cruise ship. And the reason why I never wanted to go on a cruise ship is playing out right now in front of everyone's eyes. I've had opportunities to go on cruise ships for the past 20 years, and I'm like, nope. Every time it comes up, nope, 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 nope. And the older I get, the quicker the nope. Like, at first, you tell me where we're going, I'm like, oh, yeah, I think about it, no. But the older I got, the faster the nope, nope, nope. And now it is playing out, well, one, not like I predicted, not like I foresaw, but it's just playing out exactly why I don't want to go on there. It's not like, oh, cruise ships are like having mass shootings on there or they're being blown up. No, you're dying from diseases. And I don't want to go on one of those because of diseases. And now people are dying on diseases. It's like, dude, come on, man. They're dying on diseases. Dying on plague-ridden, disease-ridden boats. No, I'm not going to go on a boat. I don't like people. Now you're going to surround me by a bunch of people that I can't get away from and who potentially could get me sick. Anytime the cruise ship comes up, no comes out real fast. Nope. Nope, I don't want to go on it. And now, I don't have to tell people why. Everyone knows. For the same reason you guys don't want to go on one now. It's crazy, like, when you make decisions in your life, how easier things are. Like, for 20 years, I was like, no, so it's really easy. Now, you guys are now, not all you guys, but you guys are now, when somebody says something about cruise ships, you're like, huh. That huh left my mind 20 years ago. So that's just, I move forward. And where someone's like, hey, you want to go on a cruise ship? Like going on a cruise to Alaska sounds amazing.
Truck 9, if you can, are we able to bring tiller up?
Now,
About
you're going to spend 5 days on a boat with a bunch of food and same people and a bunch of, see, you just start getting into it. You're like, no. See you later, Ruthless. Your mom canceled the trip. All right, speaking of canceling, we're not going to have an Olympics. Nope. We are not going to have an Olympics. And if we do have an Olympics, countries will boycott. No Olympics this year. And it's a shame, too, because this is the first year that skateboarding's in it for real. And Nigel Houston was going to take home a gold. And then surfing was in it for real. Kelly Slater didn't get in, but if they don't put him in as a coach or an alternative, either way, it doesn't matter. Because guess what? We're not going to have an Olympics this year. No way. If you remember 4 years ago Olympics, what was the disease? What was the disease that was keeping everybody away? There's some golfers that didn't want to go because of it. Every year there's a disease that's gonna, wipe out the universe. Somebody, a buddy of mine posted it the other day. He posted everything starting with Y2K and everything from every year that was going to kill us. And yet here we all are. Martial law on its way. It was SARS, swine, whatever. Bird. Zika, that one sounds about right. It was whatever they were scaring us 4 years ago. Ebola, yeah, see, it was whatever it was that was scaring us 4 years ago. That is why a lot of golfers, because golfers have the decision of going to the Olympics or not, because some people are like, no, this is my life. I have to go. If I don't win or get my name out there, no one's going to know who I am. Where golfers are like, I don't care about no medal. And then some golfers were like, yeah, I want that medal. Bird flu. Yeah, see? Who knows? But anyways, we're not going to have an Olympics this year. I remember the Olympics growing up. I used to love the Olympics. I really did. I remember '84 very well. I don't really remember any Olympics before that. '84 was my first Olympics. I was in 3rd grade, and the Olympics was here in Los Angeles. And I just remember doing a lot of stuff for it. Sam the Eagle. I just remember the Olympics was a big deal. Mary Lou Retton, Art Carner, Carl Lewis. Those are the big names that came out of the Olympics. In '84. In '84. Good morning, Charles. All right. Well, what time is it? 4:21. The news has started. Started 20 minutes ago. So what is going to be picked is picked. I will have to get something pretty gnarly and exciting if it's going to get me out of the car to hit record with my camera. Something basic nearby will get me out of the car for you guys, but for news, I need an overturned big rig on the freeway. That's what I need. And I have to shoot it quick because there's nothing that says a helicopter or station can't come do it. And that exact thing happened to me over the weekend. So I got a tree down over the weekend, big tree. And it happened at 10:30. I left the scene at 11:30. I didn't feed it until 2. And I did that on purpose because the stations can go there and just get their own thing. Well, I fed it at 2 because news starts at 4, 5, 6 p.m. Give them enough time to use it. Well, Channel 5 downloaded that story 10 times, took all my information, drove down there, did their own thing, and interviewed the exact same 2 people I interviewed. Didn't interview anybody else, just only interviewed the 2 people I interviewed. And do you know how much I get to invoice them? Nothing. So you gotta get stuff the stations can't get. Meaning, I should have waited and sent to everybody except Channel 5. Knowing that Channel 5 and Channel 2 do that all the time, I should have not fed that until their news, about 30 minutes before their news started, which means they wouldn't have had time to drive down there, record it. So it was my own fault. It was my own fault for sending them. So basically what I did is Channel 5 did not know about that story. If they did, they would have been there when I was there. So I basically gave them a tip to fill their newscast, and they gave me nothing.
Company on the ground.
That's how this industry works.
Do you see any more smoldering where you're at?
Yes, the tree that killed the Jeep. Did I call Channel 5 and ask them why they did that? Or do you have me down as a tip? No, I didn't. Why? Because that's unprofessional. Don't rock the boat. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Just find yourself an outlet that you can complain about it with. Like this. It is a cutthroat business. And yeah, gnarly tornadoes in Nashville. It's very cutthroat. Where some stringers would have called Channel 5 and complained, and it's just whatever. It's you just got to know how it works, and that's how it works. Channel 34 and 62. Channel 34 and 62 are on everyone's email list. Meaning all of the stringers basically tip them for their stories because they rarely buy, but yet they're at every story that we are all at. Which means that they go to, they don't even need to listen to scanners. They can just show up, look at their email and be like, oh, all right, cool. We'll go there. Send them a fake story next time. All right, Andrew, let's think about that for a second. How would that do?
What are you gonna unwrap?
How would that look for my why is it quiet in here? Oh, that's why. Duh, idiot. Go away. All right, sorry. So how would that look for my reputation? Not good, right? Yeah, Andrew, I'm guessing you were joking. I'm guessing you were joking.
7 John Key, number 592, Supervisor Mel Hispanic, 40 years, wearing a black hat, green jacket. Monster for additional code 2 incident 549, RD is 291.
Our unit for a timed out 390 down at 811 and a half Merwin Street. It's timed out, code 2, incident 517, RD 216, room for handling identified.
Hi. Location? You could probably answer that for yourself if you thought about it. It's a game of odds. Sometimes the odds are you're near the call. I mean, I don't know if there was a magic answer you were looking for. You want me to say I drive faster, or I have a teleporter, or when I hit 88 miles an hour, Doc Brown takes over? Not quite sure what you were looking for with that question. Right place, right time, I guess. That'll work. Tactical driving. Tactical. That's funny. This definitely is not Skid Row. You can tell by how clean the street is. And for Los Angeles, yes, this is a clean street. Why you got an attitude? Just sit down, chump.
11 John
I don't have an attitude.
Out to
I am sitting down. And it takes one to know one. Chump. It's not an attitude. I just don't like stupid questions. Like, what answer were you looking for?
2462 Road, correction, Southern Drive.
And I think you're confusing.
Intersection El Centro and Eleanor.
Oh, nope. I think you're confusing attitude with 4:30 in the morning.
Exit 55, automatic
And
alarm,
stupid
1500
questions.
North Campus
Don't be
Road,
mad
Central
because
Alumni.
you got to do this right now. Oh, apparently you don't know who I am or what it is I do. I don't have to do this right now. I'm just doing this right now. Don't be mad because you got to do this right now. Hi. I'm guessing, I'm 45 years old. I'm guessing you're not 45 years old. So I'm just going to give you a quick word of advice. You can't troll a troll. Alright? It's like you can't outsmart a smart ass. Alright? So, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm bored, I'll tell you that. I am bored. He wants to be the press so bad. Yep, I do. I do. You're absolutely 100% right. And for the past 20 years, I've done it. And before you get funky here, hi, I hope you know who I am and what it is I do and what crowd you're talking with. Who's YJLA 7? I don't know who that is. Bro, you're absolutely right.
And we have a battery in progress. Starbucks employees getting battered by an individual.
You're absolutely right. I ain't that guy. And probably, I don't need to say that.
Engine 55 Metro. Engine 55 for Metro.
I wonder who YJLA 7 is. And what he has to do with media. Or what Hi thinks media is, or press is.
0429 0406
I got Google.
0205 0383.
All right, so you're from the Washington, D.C. area. Oh, okay. So you have to be a network to be with media. Gotcha. All right, cool.
Unable to recontact.
I understand that you don't understand.
RP's in a remote location. The third party.
You realize my footage has been on that news channel before, right? Like footage that I've shot here in Los Angeles has been on your RJLAA7, whatever. So, bro, I'm not it, but I'm affiliated and associated with. All right, so you're from Washington, D.C. Is it hard to drive around in circles there?
111.
Aren't your streets like a wheel? Like, doesn't it just everything go in circles? I'd get tired of going in a circle too. Although, my career, that's what I do here on these freeways is driving in circles. So what do I know? I think high left.
Solid blower. Public says 187.
Yeah, he gone.
97 Pima Road.
Oh no, he's there. You'd rather listen to Deborah Norville, but yet here you are. See, my guess is you're about 26, 27 years old because you haven't quite figured out how to troll yet. Like, you're not saying anything that's getting under my skin, dude. Like, so far, all you've done has been like Captain Obvious. Like, you just tell us your opinion, and then you told us who I'm not. Like, you've stated facts.
458,
But yet, here you are watching me do my job. Interesting. I wonder if that car's still there.
Engine 134, outdoor fire, 2061 West 78, process 20 SUS.
Ow, no. It's gonna be below me. Oh, that's where it came off of. Let's see where it came off of. Damn. Dude, there's part of it right there still. Wow.
9247 from Boulevard Boulevard.
54 incident 549, are you code 10 for Eclipse?
Let's go check it out. Oh, hold on. Anybody need a spring for your Mercedes G-Wagon? So he came down the street. You can see his skid marks. See his skid marks way up there? Came flying down this street. And I don't know if he went through this. I'm going to say no, he went through this one over here. Yeah, nobody was parked down there at the time. But he went through right here. Yeah, I can see his skid marks. And they haven't closed it yet, which is bad. Let's see right here, they haven't closed it. He went through right here. And then came to rest down there.
580, you can show code 4 on a code 6 Charles suspect at Tupper and Sepulveda.
Kayla. I hope so. We'll see. I hope so. We'll see. Oh, thank you, Major. Thank you very much. A lot of car commercials filmed right here. Right here in this, literally where I'm driving up this ramp. A lot of car commercials. And right here in front of us is where my family had to enter to go up to the very top of that building to watch me get married. Right here. That will take you to the top of the bank building. Yeah, Paul, we got big announcements happening April 4th. Big announcements. April 4th.
You want us to force entry into the apartment?
I got new things going on because I'm trying to be the press so bad.
It is about 173 Chester, 712.5 South Flower Street, West La Palma.
No, I think Bloomberg figured that one out. Bloomberg should have took a lesson from the dude he was trying to beat. You got to run for it. If you have a lot of money, doesn't mean you're going to win. Just means that you can run. And how many times did how many times did our president run before he was taken serious? A lot. So Bloomberg, you're gonna have to run a lot before people take you serious. And after Super Tuesday, he's probably gonna make an announcement this week that says, well, wasn't for us. How far away are you from the USS Iowa? It'll be, what am I? I'm in downtown, so 18 miles, I guess. Or let's see, 260 blocks, something like that. Just joined. Hi, Vanessa. President Lane. That's funny. You're right, Jesse. LOL. Vanessa, no. I will share it in a month from today. A month from today, I will tell you guys what's happening. I'll tell you guys some things. Some of you will know by then, others will not. But yeah, April 4th, we got a month. We got a month. We got a month. You'll take a spot in my administration. Well, hello, Wendy. Hello, 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 Wendy. Hints. Well, I've given a couple hints. One of them I have no control of. The other I have, well, I thought I had full control of, but I'm learning I don't have much control of that either. This person is from Crazy Town. Nobody's following you. There's no bugs on you. Nope, there's no bugs on you. This is mental illness, guys.
Playing the floor back in.
I received information from female through you.
You there?
You check loud and clear.
Access called by West District. 802 North Lovely Drive. South Madre.
Yep, that probably would have been pretty funny. It's not funny anymore. Now it's a lesson.
Street. 2111 landline Almighty.
Now, see, Andrew, we've had this this talk before. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe she needs to do drugs. Maybe that's what is her. Maybe that's the lack of right now. Maybe she's not on drugs and she needs to be. You know, people say and hear drugs and they automatically think crack, cocaine. You know, they think heroin. They think the hard drugs. That's not necessarily what it is. There's a good chance she needs drugs. Maybe one kind of drugs got her where she is, but pretty sure she needs another kind of drugs to get her back to where we are. All right, so where's that at? I don't care about Santa Fe and Florence. Do I? Nah. And then what are you? Nope, nope, nope. Hey, green means go. Green means go, dude.
Side. Have to let them.
for incident 490, already 735. And any Pacific unit for a trespass suspect 5757 West Century, incident 560, already 1488. 15. Was doing South Robertson Boulevard, incident 0517.
Misdemeanor, DUI involved, Cesar Chavez, Mott Street, Code 2, incident 0554, RD 457.
May 21, Roger.
Any deputy that asked Garden Grove PD to do a door knock, 1037.
34, group 5264 Wilshire, incident 490, already 735.
This one will be here for a minute. I don't think they're going to take this one away anytime soon. But yeah, we are losing our parking lots for sure.
490. 7471. Any Foothill unit, 311 Manson Road in San Fernando. Last seen on 10 roads towards Honda. Suspect is a male, Middle Eastern, 30 years. Black hair, no shirt, white boxers, gray pants. Code 2 is 574, 1689. Any further information, RA refuse. Code 2 is 573 and RD 1822.
169. Clear.
Joe Bob, a few times a week.
4.1 PCM and 4600 APCS. No one in CIC.
Just have to wait and see. First source. Jason, you will just have to wait and see. You might know before the 4th, Jason. I'm not quite sure. Some of you will already know. Some of you already do know. Not both of them, but some of you definitely know one of them. But yeah, I have some announcements to make, and I'm waiting a month to make them. I'm gonna keep you in the friend zone for about a month, and then I'll take you out of the friend zone.
Possibility to be suspect just left. 112857 Monica Boulevard, 711. Suspect is not unknown. On their comments, code 2 incident 575 RD 853.
I have 8582 myself, I'll follow for the eyes of one.
Everybody drink. Hey, thanks, Charles. It's been a minute since I had a cig.
K9, come in.
Rescue 881, traffic
24, MX4,
13800 Osborne. Your time is 4:50. 110 and staying away.
Handle incident 6066, or do you need that reassigned?
Oh my.
Units and into traffic.
4840,
Oh, that's not good. Son of a biscuit.
Hi, this information on Apartment 910 crash occurred 1 hour ago from 113 North Larchmont Boulevard at the Payne. Suspect fell white blonde hair. 5'10", 170 pounds. Property taken to cash registers. Unknown object used. Information incident 552.
That's actually a good story. It's a little late though.
2853 is Screaming Man. 8 in Catalina. 8 and Catalina. Saw heard only. It's code 3 incident 579 RD 2035.
So there's a window smash. The window smash had 2 cash registers taken. That's a decent story because it's visual. There's also a vehicle that just crashed into a house on Osborne in the valley.
2025 capital, we'll take that from Vermont first.
Julia, no name. I can honestly say it will not be within the next 4 years. Or 5 years, I guess.
Vermont and first, safe, Catalina.
I do, it's not a bucket list kind of thing, but I'd like to make my way there one day. It'd be best if I went there for business. As I'm getting older, that's the type of travel I like to do. But yeah, I want to make my way there. I just don't see myself leaving this country right now. But maybe another 5 years, I'll reconsider that. Jesse, well, Osborne's a big street, dude. Let me get you an exact loc.
679, roger.
Where'd it go? How do you do that? How do you leave and then come back? That's so weird.
Animal Bite, 802 6th Street.
Third class last 4, please. And the back of the
location. Clear, 0560.
Yelling, arguing, and breaking items. Code 583 RD2804.
I don't know if it's the Arleta one or the Canoga Park one. I'm thinking it's the Arleta one. Arleta and Canterbury. Or, Osborne and Canterbury. Or it's Osborne and DeSoto, but I'm guessing it's the Arleta one.
Around 9 days, you will handle time down possible Colorado and Union Pacific, code 2120558 or D 499.
52, roger. Through the area, anything, Catalina.
When are you guys coming to Australia? Want to meet your guys? Well, the best way to meet my guys, plural, would be come to LA. If I go to Australia, I'm not bringing 20 people with me. Hell no.
T33, have you arrived?
I mean, heck no.
10415
La Rosa Drive.
That's a problem in Unit 103. But your comments go to incident 58798
Tegan, thank you. I know we had a blast. We caught 2 that day. You guys saw a picture of 1, but we caught 2 that day. I actually caught 1, but he left. Well, can't call it catching. I had one on the line. I had a different lake, same area, different lake, different kind of fish. I think it was a catfish, and pulled that thing, and then all of a sudden he let go. He let go, and my worms were still on there, so he had it by the side. He didn't have it by the hook. And what's really cool, Tegan, when I was younger, I wanted nothing to do with touching that fish, and all he wanted to do was touch it. And Dade is the one who caught it. Big brother caught it, and little brother watched, but the smile on little brother's face says it all. What's up, Joe?
M70.
Yes, Tegan, fresh water for the most part. I've done saltwater once, and that was went to the harbor at night, got on a boat, fell asleep, woke up, was somewhere near Catalina. No, I lied. Somewhere near San Clemente. Did some fishing, went back to bed. The next morning we were home. That's the only time I've ever done saltwater. I'm not a very well-rounded fisherman. I mean, I don't know many fisherman things and tricks. I just know what I learned in like 4th or 5th grade and what I've learned along the way, or what I see other people do. So I'm one of those looky-loo fishermen. Like when you first start golfing, if you notice a lot of golfers, man, they can't help themselves but look at everything but what they're doing. Now when I golf, I don't notice that. I'm only golfing. I'm not looking at everything. But every once in a while, I'll look up and I'll notice every golfer's looking at everybody else but themselves. That's me fishing. When it comes to fishing, I'm always looking at what other people are doing. I'm not going to go over and ask you what bait you're using. I'm not going to ask you how to be a fisherman, but I'm going to look at things. I might go throw away a piece of trash so I can go look in your area just so I can get an idea of what's going on.
Engine 121, bleeding. 725, South Century Avenue. 240 east.
Charles, I think so. I think so, Charles. I think so.
Roger.
I got a buddy down there who captains boats. And he didn't start off as captaining the boats, but he captains the boats now. And he was fishing, and now I think he's doing some other stuff. But it was cool because the group we went with, we didn't know he'd be working that boat, and all of a sudden we saw our buddy from high school, and we're like, dude. But yeah, I got a buddy last name Trudowski. Nice. Captain Trudowski. Very similar last name to you, Charles. Hey, Kayla. Thank you. Damn. Thank you very much. I'm glad you woke up. I'm very glad you woke up. Joe. Sweet. Business, pleasure, life-changing experience, or why are you moving out here and where are you going? Were you the firefighter? I'm pretty sure they are as well. They're a set of twins, Phil and Zach. But not look-alike twins. Yes, you are. I think you've told us this before, right, Joe? That's why you're coming out here? You got picked up by LA City, or you're trying to be picked up by LA City? Did you get picked up by LA City?
FD303, repeat.
See, I remember things. Sometimes. Whoa.
Yeah, Metro from Zone 9. We're going to be leaving this with Engine 25 and Engine 2. They're going to be on scene about 15 more minutes. It did get an updated address to 2321. That's 2321 Opal, OPAL. Truck 9, roger.
So as time goes on, our story needs to get bigger and bigger.
You check the callback and get a apartment number. This says 83. These apartments are numbered with a letter and one number. 87, roger, standby.
PD already on scene.
All right.
Additional incident 550.
Where'd High go?
171, phone there, Century, 725 South Century Avenue.
I was getting bored.
240E, across the Spruce.
High was keeping me entertained. Oh, I got you, Joe. Right on.
Engine 87, all we're getting is a voicemail.
That's all you're getting? That's it?
1249 South Grand Avenue, 1249 South Grand Avenue.
I said bye. Yes, we do. What's up, Guadalajara?
9.
We do have a story, peekaboo.
NBC not taken.
Peekaboo.
A9, we do show you quarters.
Peekaboo.
06, stand by for run. Engine rescue 87, RP's coming out. Stand by.
Monster 1, on disabled.
Engine 104, rescue 106 on the radio. 05, person down. 8138. Number, your time is 502 and number is 200. 27 Mercury 84.
Well, good morning, Dad.
Do you have a radio call at Santa Monica that says Southel?
Hi, Dad. Wendy's here.
It's possibly a battery call.
Ouch, Joe. That's a bum deal. Like you were dispatched to the call, or you just found out while you were working?
Possible AEW suspect. Operation possible AEW.
Dispatched to the call. Oh, dude. That sucks. That sucks so bad. Sorry to hear that.
451-1249 South Grand Avenue. The suspect is now walking westbound.
Natural causes?
From Grand additional 598.
And did you know when you got the call that that's where you were going? Or did you not know until you got there?
From the station momentarily.
The Discovery 4, I'm now like heavy set. Put you into the 601, RD 1148.
25 responding code 3 from Washington and Oxford to 11735 Culver Boulevard. Address is 50 US. What's 1045?
17 Toyota sports van. Carl Heiserman. 15939 San Fernando Mission.
Okay, it was an accident. That's the things I didn't know if it was natural causes to a house, or you got dispatched to a car accident. When you got to the accident, you saw that it was a family member. Oh, dude, that's the worst, Joe. I've been doing this 20 years and it hasn't happened to me yet. It's happened to a lot of to people that I know. Like for a while, I was getting a lot of phone calls that said, hey, that was my so-and-so in your story, or hey, that was my so-and-so, but I've never rolled up to anybody I know. One of my photographers rolled up to somebody he knew. He didn't feed the story. Multiple reasons why. But, oh, dude, what a bum deal, man. Close relative? Relative's a relative, I understand. I'm just wondering, close relative to you. Like, when you saw it, your heart dropped.
Overdose, 4108.
You must be in a small town, right, Joe? Oh, Wendy said she had to move a washing machine. That sounds about right. It was your niece. Ah, dude. That sucks. I wanted to hear like your uncle or something, you know, somebody who was older and experienced life a little bit. But your niece, dude, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Sorry, man.
On the original PR stating that he physically assaulted him and threatened him with a knife. The suspect is about Hispanic, 26 years.
So I don't want to get too much into your business, but I am curious. I'm very curious. So when you got there, whether you noticed her car or noticed whatever, but as soon as you saw that it was her, did you continue working, or did you stop and walk away and then come back to work, or what did you do? And did you tell anybody what was going on? Did you let them know after? Yes, but I saved her kids and her husband. See, this is a news story in itself, Joe. And no, I'm not going to take your story and try to sell it to the news. But this is the type of story that Ellen likes. Wow, Joe. Is that why you're taking a break from firefighting? Very understandable if so. So you didn't just walk away, you continued working because you had to save the kids and her husband. Oh, dude. Joe. I take it you haven't worked since? Damn, Joe, how old are you and how old was she?
Number 103.
That is a suspect there now.
Male and female.
Code 2 is 601.
Altercation. Female hurt carrying a weapon.
Forget where you are, Joe. I want to say the middle of the country, but I don't remember. It's a bum deal, man. You work every day, so you continued working. It's actually a good thing. Keeps your mind off of stuff when you're not working. Because when working as a firefighter, I'm 29, she was 22. Oh man, you guys are both young. That sucks. As a firefighter, even when you're not working, you're working, training, cleaning stuff. You're keeping busy, so it's probably a good thing that you're working and you're around people who can support you. But is that why you're taking a break from firefighting? And do you mind me asking what it is you're gonna do when you come out here? If I remember correctly, I told you to reach out to me. Come on for a ride along, right? Joe. Like I say, guys, if you ever think that you have a hard time in life, just come sit in this car and listen to other people's problems. Or talk to Joe and find out that your life ain't that bad, is it? Whatever it is that you were worried about today, probably not that bad right now, is it?
He's armed himself with a broom and he broke the TV crutch and he broke the window to the TV room. That's additional incident 601 and staff is standing by.
I'll be around, Joe. I'll be around. Hey, Dad, how you feeling? You good?
Restaurant naked, appears to be under the influence. Entered the bathroom, tag 44.
Cindy was the lead unit considering her 2713 South Robertson Boulevard, their underground cafe. Incident 608.
Good. My father recently had a little something done to him, and he seems to be doing okay. Glad to hear it, Dad. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple months. I'm excited to go see Top Gun.
1375, Roger.
We'll figure out a theater near Yo's, and I'll drive down there, and then we'll see if anybody else wants to go. No, definitely not Snippy Snip. My dad's 70-something. He got Snippy Snipped many moons ago. Hey, Wendy's back, Dad.
25, repeat.
Yeah, Joe, it is, man. It is. Starting to walk your 3 miles again. Right on. You want to go? Well, Wendy, I got a place for you to stay. And I'll give you a babysitting job. But Dad's going to be here in town at the end of June, and that's when Top Gun comes out. So I told him that we have ourselves a movie date. Code 2, not so much yet. I haven't got anything. Alex fed 2 good stories. I don't know if he's going to get any hits or got any hits. News has already started. Midwest Gamer, my wife has discussed it happening to me, but I don't know about that. But no, I think he snipped it in the 70s or 80s. You're from Corpus Christi, Texas. A lot of crazy things have been going on here. Yeah, I have family in Houston, and I have family in Little Elm, right outside of Dallas. Hey, y'all, tomorrow's MK's birthday. March 5th is MK's birthday. I can't tell you what I've done, just in case she's listening, because she should be getting up for school right now.
Hey, today was
call back to the voicemail with the message number.
1313, your vis-a-vis suspects, they're now at 2025 South Figueroa Street, have returned and they are now taking the tires off the vehicle. Are you available to respond back?
Another one? That's right near the other one. It's a family affair. I'm gonna start going live on here with work, so I'll tag you in it. Oh wow, is that allowed, Joe?
Rescue 864, abdominal pain.
Obviously, you it is if you're gonna do it, but is that allowed? You got to be careful about that because let's say a family member's watching and you come up on a victim that family member knows and they haven't been notified. I'd be careful about that. I could use your help. Wendy, don't you have like a 20-year-old, 18, 19-year-old son who has lots of muscles? Our dad used to have lots of muscles. Hey, what up, Tommy? Absolutely, Tommy. If I go out there, I'm definitely gonna hit up Jeremy. I'm definitely gonna hit up you. But I'll be careful. Gotcha, Joe. Yeah, like on house fires, cool. Like on TCs and shootings, you might want to be careful. But I'm not telling you something you don't already know.
23 Seagull Grand. South Anchor Avenue.
You've been looking and asking your boss about it. What you might want to do, Joe, is instead of going live, just record it and then post your recordings. You won't be able to go live on YouTube. Go to channel. Joe, you have... Okay, yeah, Joe, you're definitely not going to be able to go live on YouTube. You can go live on Instagram. But what I suggest you do is just record it and then post it. That's probably your best bet. Yeah, you definitely do have muscles. Need the man muscles. Yeah, hit up little Bruce. He has more man muscles than all of us put together. And he's not little. He's actually bigger than the senior. The little Bruce is bigger than the big Bruce. Or is he not around? Is he at Big Bruce's? What about Mike? Oh, I still need to send you your shirts, Wendy. I'm sorry. And I went to the post office yesterday, too. But I didn't forget. I didn't forget. I've just been busy. I've been sick. I've been working on some new stuff. Big things happening for me. I think Dad knows. I don't think I've told you yet, Wendy.
554. Are you code 6?
He's here.
5XL area clear.
Well, tell him muscle up.
Rescue 892, 1201, West
Prince Purple Rain, I understand, but just be a little careful with that right now.
2426 Illinois Avenue, across Alameda.
20 Club inside line, please.
20 Club inside line.
Joe, hope you're not coming out here planning on being a stringer. Don't do that. You are obviously welcome to come on a ride along with me, but if you're coming out here to plan on being a stringer, don't do that. Don't do that.
School PD will handle.
There has been ex-firefighters turned stringers, turned battalion chiefs. Mailed me something from my past. Interesting. Very interesting. Is it a blanket?
Information only there, and a man woman displays last seen leaving the area of 5937 South Orange Lane.
I need to mail Wendy some stuff. Or did you mail Wendy something? Mailed me something, right? Did you really mail it? Did you really mail it?
2020 registration.
Or did you suggest it get mailed? You really want to save people still. Right on, Joe. And I want you to save people. I can tell you exactly how this conversation went. Carol, I want to send this to Scott. Okay. Or it was
Allie,
Carol says to my dad,
yellow,
Dad,
or
I want to send this to Scott. My dad says, okay.
Trans Incorporated.
I could be wrong, Dad. There's a very good chance you put it in the box, taped it up, wrote it, and went to the post office.
Boulevard, number 22.
There's no chance. It should be there Friday. You're a butt. Oh, Mom, if you're listening, I love you. So I'm going to give you some things that I learned from my dad. Today I walked into my bedroom with a box and some things, and I said, hey, Lisa, I need to take this to the post office. And sure enough, Lisa packed it up, wrote on it. I went to the post office, though. I took it to the post office. But yeah, I've learned some stuff from my dad. Excuse me. Try not to die here. You got to understand, my dad was a husband in the 70s and 80s. All right. But his parents were husband and wife in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So my dad watched a 50s type relationship. And I've told this story before. My grandparents were the quintessential. Is that the word I'm looking for? They were what you saw on TV. The man went to work, the woman stayed home. Man came home, food ready. Man watches TV, wife cleans. That was the example my dad had. So, what up, dude? Were you able to make it to the donation? No, I haven't. I'm putting stuff together. It's actually in my car right now still. I have some stuff here in my car, and the other stuff in the trunk, and some stuff still in my garage, and I'm trying to get it all together and put it in my truck. So like I said, I was going to take it and give it to the homeless, but then after contacting you, LAX, I was going to take it somewhere else. But anyways, my dad's examples were of that, you know? So, yeah. My brother loves your channel. He kind of taking heart. I bet he is. Dude, Joe, I bet he is, man. Tommy, I think you just got on here.
Well, that's kind of traditional. It's good
So,
to 620 RD426.
And I don't want to repeat this, Joe, but I'm just going to let people know what's going on. So Joe is a firefighter, Tommy. He recently, I think it was 2 weeks ago, rolled up onto a scene. It was his niece and her family. He was able to save his niece's kids and her husband, but he was not able to save his own niece. Imagine that, Tommy. Imagine that, man. I'm sorry I rehashed it, Joe, but I could tell that some people weren't aware of what was going on, and that's one of the things I said about Purple Rain. Purple Rain mentioned something about, and it's just timing of things, but yeah, that's a crazy story, Joe. That is a crazy story. And like I said, it's one of those type of stories that Ellen actually would love to hear and could make things better for your brother and the family. But dude, and not too far from you, Tommy, Corpus Christi. Tommy's in Houston, Joe. So you might even have heard the story, Tommy, or you might know somebody who worked the story. Joe, Tommy is a tow truck driver in the Houston area. And I know Houston and Corpus Christi are a car ride away from each other. And not like a Texas car ride away from each other. Yep, down the road, yeah. It's like, what, an hour drive or something? It's Houston's beach, beachfront property.
Return Milwaukee 190 VIP, come up for boy 973-0092.
It's all good, Prince.
Lots of Henry.
It's all good.
Adam, Ida, George, Lincoln, Edward, Robert, 121581.
Dad, where'd you go? Did I get you in trouble?
And continuing to come out for turns with an AKA loss of Victor, Adam, Victor, Robert, Adam, Ronald, James.
It's a 3-hour ride? Oh,
1581,
that is a Texas car ride then.
valid.
That's far. That's far. That's like Santa Barbara for us. Even further than that, I want to say. What up, Mike Jetson? Yeah, 714. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I'll just call it Westfalen. Hello from Germany. Germany, have you seen the Netflix show? If you like the True TV show from 10 years ago, you'll really like the Netflix show. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Back to LAX. LAX, my the day before Kobe's incident, my uncle died, and last weekend we went through his storage locker, and there was a lot of clothes in there that he was a big dude, like tall and a little overweight kind of guy. His clothes range from anywhere from XXX to XXX, depending on, you know, where he was. But not many homeless people are big people. You could start being homeless when you're big, but being homeless means you don't have money, and most likely you're gonna lose weight. So it'd be hard to find somebody to give these nice clothes to. And my wife suggested, she's like, well, instead of a homeless person looking nice, why don't you try to find somebody who actually needs those clothes to try to find a job to help them from being homeless. And that's when I said, I think that was one of LAX's stories. And that's when I reached out to you. So no, I haven't been able to make it over there. I might make it over there in the next few days. Depends on the next time I go into that part of OC.
Yes, parking over here on the west side, and the only vehicle here is just up
Code 6 on 1 Hoover and John Street.
Yeah, Tommy, Joe's making his way out here to LA. I don't know if he's firefighting, but he's making his way here out to LA soon.
27, Roger. 875, 13825, can they respond to incident 568, 13825,
Metro engine 75, keeping the paramedic rescue.
Why is McDonald's always following us? It's always following me.
75, Roger, rescue 75 reporters.
Roger.
It's 5:30 in the morning. You guys just waking up over here, or still going to sleep? Oh, I'm gonna say you're not waking up right now. I'm gonna say you're not waking up.
661, Roger.
Metro 91, squad 26, bleeding. 2684, Turnbull Canyon Road, Roswell, South Coast.
On a follow-up on Route 230, 04911.
Metro from Mission 1, can you show CAV back to 1's district? 1's your CAV.
Huh. It's weird. That guy is where all the homeless is, but he has a backpack, he has nice clothes, and he's clean shaven. Huh. I wonder what he's doing here.
7th Street, Figueroa.
I wonder what he's doing down here. That was a rhetorical question. I know exactly what he's doing down here. Court time.
Roger, hold on.
Pop, he's in the Houston area. Pop, I don't call you Pop. Dad. Dad, he's in the Houston area. I talked to you like it was just a regular, I was just reading your name. That's funny. Ugh. Pop, I've never called you Pop in my entire life. I just looked at the name and was just repeating the who said it and the question, but then realized what it is I said. That's funny. Right? It probably sounded weird. Pop is what the grandkids call him. And he has a lot of grandkids. In the teens? How many grandkids you got? 20? No. 20, yeah, you're in the teens. Right? And then how many great grandkids? Yeah, he's gonna say like 24 grandkids and 6 great grandkids. 24 and 6? Something around there, right? And one sister did half of that. And no, she's not Catholic. 17 grandchildren, 16 great-grandchildren. Ah, okay. So one sister did not do half of that. One sister did more than half of that when it comes to the grandkids. What did Donna have, 10? 11? I forget. I always want to say a dozen, but I don't think it's quite a dozen. I don't think it's quite a dozen. I think it's more than 17, Dad. Are you counting mine? Because Donna's 11. And then you got Zach and Ellen, 12, 13. And then mine, 14, 15, 16. Oh no, I think that's what it was. I think you're dead on. Right? Yeah, no, he's counting my 3.
Westbound 210, east of town.
No more bank stories. I never told you guys the bank story. I don't think I ever told you. But since you brought it up, Joe or Tommy, I will say it. And my dad did give me permission to say it. So my dad walked into the bank and he wanted to it's a great story. He wanted to take out some money. So he passed the bank teller a note with the denominations he wanted. And I guess in Texas you can't do that. And the fact that his wife was in the car waiting while it was running. So the look on the lady's face was a little, oh. She grabbed the manager. My dad figured out what was going on and was like, whoa, 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 no. Spoke to the manager. Police were never called. Handcuffs were never brought out. My dad was spoken to by the bank, the same bank that racially profiled them a few weeks before that, or a few months before that. But we won't get into that. Like I said, my dad's a big dark man. But anyways, yeah, so he just passed the teller a note of the denominations of what he wanted. Well, let's be honest. What Carol wanted. So he was just doing what his wife said. And you can't pass a note in Texas.
3340 South Shelby Drive.
Remember, dads are never wrong. Yeah. So Hey, no, you are wrong. You are wrong, Dad. Let's go through this. How many does Donna have? I'm surprised Wendy hasn't chimed in. How many does Donna have, Dad? My dad's wrong. 11. All right. How about Yolanda? And my dad's really good at math too. This is fun. And he's gonna put up all the numbers and we're gonna do some math together. How many does Yolanda have, Dad? Cool. How many do I have? I think he's about to figure it out right now. How many do I have, Dad? How many does Ronnie have, Dad? What about Wendy? Does that equal 16? And that's how many grandkids my dad, who's never wrong, has. 21. I said 24. He said 16. I was closer. But then when I stopped and did some math, right? We're not missing anybody, right? We're not missing anybody. I mentioned all the... He just added 2 there. That 2 doesn't belong. Oh, he must have We're not. So you don't have 16 kids, you don't have 16 grandkids, Dad. I'm going to out you. Who did you forget? You better not say Wendy, because Wendy's here. Sounds like you forgot Ronnie and Wendy's kids. Does. You remembered your wife's kids, but you don't remember your kids. Wendy just sent me a picture. I want to see what it says. Oh, Wendy's working hard. Wendy's working hard. So that's Donna. That's Yolanda. That's Ronnie, Wendy, and me. Yeah. No, there's not 23. It's 21, right? Is that what that equals? Yeah. So, yeah, he has 21 grandkids. Who'd you forget, Dad? Oh, Wendy says, sorry she can't chime in. She's breathing in mold right now. And she just sent me a picture of what she's doing. And she's doing man's work right now. 16. And you were so sure of yourself, Father. Pop. Now, when it comes to the great-grandchildren, I can't help you on that. Because I don't know how many of the 11 kids. That's where all the great-grandchildren are from, right? Yeah, nobody else has had any. So all the great-grandchildren have come from the hatchlings of the 11. Yeah, Yolanda, they haven't reproduced. Wendy and Ronnie haven't reproduced. Mine haven't reproduced. So yeah. Yeah. But you also got to remember that 11 started in the 80s. I think those first kids were born in the late 80s, if I remember correctly. Mid 80s, late 80s. Slater Joe, have fun, good luck, be safe.
434 South Burlington.
They're all yours at Christmas. 1983? That's when Kenny was born? Yeah, that's mid 80s. Yeah, so the great-grandchildren, well, the grandchildren started in 83. So those people have had much time to reproduce, and they have. Time is it? 5:30. Start heading home. Help Lisa with the kids. What time is it? I just said that. I meant how long have I been going? All right, we've been going almost 2 hours. That's good. 3 set of identical twins by 1, right? Or 2?
Detroit, 37, traffic collision, Express Highway.
And this is crazy, guys. So I believe my niece has 2 sets of identical twins. And then her sister or brother has another set of identicals. So there's lots of twins going down in my family. Not my bloodline, though. Nothing to do with my bloodline.
Stand by, 31 MP71, repeat your location. 71 record. Tower, stand by. That's speaking over 7, monitor the frequency 24 broadcast. 1973, 10661.
Dad, did they ever make it to in Texas, Mike? It all started in Bishop. And then they have made their way, a lot of them made their way to Texas, and did, I forgot who it was, but did her and her husband make it to the Bay Area for work? Did they find a place? Mike, a lot of them are still in Bishop, and a lot of them are in Texas. That family is split. A lot of them are in the military, too. So they're kind of all over the world. Yes, they made it. Cool. I gotta get rid of something. Like I said, the good news is that didn't have any taste behind it. But it did have some color in it. Sorry you had to see that, but I guarantee you I'm not the only one hacking stuff up right now. I just choose to do it live. All right, well, I've been on this for about 2 hours. I guess I can say goodbye. I'll give it another 2 minutes. Right, Paul? I look at it that way because you don't have to edit. If you're quick on your feet, do it live. Then you don't have to edit. But if you're not quick on your feet, you're going to have to go in and edit. And editing takes time. That's why I'd rather do it live. I'm not big on editing. Bye, Dad. Love you. I got about another minute before I sign off. If I hear something, I'll go chase it. You guys can stay with me. All right, so let's go en route 1019. Boom. Let's go here. Let's go here. And all right, guys. I don't believe Kayla is here anymore, but Kayla, thank you so much for the donation. Hi. Thank you for playing along and making me feel great about my job. Mike, you're very welcome. And to the rest of you, thank you so much for the continued support. I appreciate it. I'm guessing I'll be back out live streaming between now and the next 24 hours. So remember, guys, tomorrow, promise to no one. Hug your loved ones. Later, losers.